In September, I came home to my apartment and I took my mask off. Mind you, I had already had the pimples and everything, but I took my mask off and my skin was literally peeling. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tamia, Kiara, and you're tuned into another video here on my channel. So yay for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As you can tell by the title and probably even the thumbnail, today I'm going to be talking about my Maskne / acne journey that I've been going through for the past few months. You guys have probably noticed if you watch my vlogs and stuff that I've been having skin issues. So I'm going to give you guys all the tips and tricks on how I've been healing my skin, because my skin is doing way better now, and just what Maskne is, because I'm noticing not a lot of people talk about it, and a lot of people have been experiencing acne due to wearing masks every day. So let's just get straight into it. I do want to say though, I'm going to tell you guys what Maskne is, give you guys the tips, and explain really what happened to me and my journey and how, you know, I was able to fix my skin. However, I do just want to give a warning. I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not an esthetician, so if you feel like you're really having really bad breakouts, I would definitely recommend checking in with, you know, a dermatologist or an esthetician or something of that nature, because I can only give you advice from what I experienced and from what I've learned from this journey. So yeah, just be cautious, keep that in mind. Everyone's skin is different, but I can give you guys as much information on it as I know. So first things first, let's talk about Maskne. Maskne is any form of facial acne or skin irritation from a face covering such as a face mask or face shield. As everyone knows, we're in a pandemic. We're wearing masks every single day just to protect ourselves, to stay healthy and to stay safe. However, like when you have a mask on your face all the time, it can irritate your skin. Our skin has like a layer for, like, I guess protection you could call it. I call it my protection layer. But our skin's outer layer can get irritated when it's like constantly rubbing against like fabric or the mask. Also, it could be like it's dark and you're talking, you're breathing there, it's hot in there, so that's like the perfect place for bacteria to be. So it's easy for you to get acne and get breakouts or even just discoloration in this area of your face from wearing the mask every day. But before we get into tips and tricks and everything like that on how to heal that, I'm going to give you guys my journey and how I found out I had Maskne and when I started realizing it and things like that. I'm also going to include pictures on the side as I talk, so you guys can see kind of what I'm talking about in terms of what happened to my skin. So if you're kind of like a little weary of seeing people's acne and stuff like that, just be cautious. So basically around March, when the pandemic started, obviously I started like wearing my mask every single day like everyone else. At first I was wearing the surgical mask and like throwing them out every single day, and then eventually I started wearing the cloth mask because it was just easier considering the fact that they're reusable. So I noticed as time went on of me wearing the reusable mask, I just started to get these crazy breakouts, and it would be like I would get a crazy breakout and then I would start to take care of my skin, do face masks, slowly do whatever I could to get rid of it, and then it would come right back. So I just felt like everything that I was doing to take care of my skin didn't matter. Like I was changing my moisturizer, I was trying to change my face wash. Like I thought something that I was doing was causing these breakouts. So I was just trying to do everything in my power to get them to go away, but nothing was working. So months and months went on. I just let the acne do what it was doing. I was experiencing discoloration, like I said. There were like, it wasn't even like regular pimples, like they were so red and gross. Like I said, pictures will be inserted, but I just really wasn't happy with my skin, and this was happening from March when the pandemic started, and in the summer it got really bad, and then in September is when it really started to get crazy. So in September I had like a bunch of breakouts. I think it was right here, like towards this lower area of my chin, and up here on my upper lip you can still see there's a little bit of hyperpigmentation. I don't know if the camera's catching that, but like my skin's a little darker like right here above my lip and over here on my chin. So basically in September the breakouts were bad, and it got to the point where I was thinking it was a stress thing. I was like, maybe I'm just really stressed out, so that's why I'm breaking out, and there's nothing I can do about it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm stressed out, I just need to relax, and once my life calms down I'll be good. That didn't work either. So one day in September I came home to my apartment and I took my mask off. Mind you, I had already had the pimples and everything, but I took my mask off and my skin was literally peeling. It was like everywhere that I had bumps was peeling. I was literally touching my face and taking like pieces of my skin off of my face. It was gross. And I had never seen anything like this because prior to the pandemic, I had never had acne like this bad. I had like a few little breakouts when I was like in high school from puberty or whatever, like just little minor breakouts, but nothing crazy. And it was always like if I started to take care of them or do a little spot treatment, they were gone, boom. It was never like ongoing acne. So this was just weird for me, and that's how I knew something was wrong with my skin, because it wasn't normal for me. Yeah, my skin was peeling off, and my roommate had seen some things on her Twitter about Maskne, and she was like, I really think you have Maskne, you should look into it. So I started looking into it, and that's when my skin started to change, because at that point I knew what was going on, so I started to take action to fix it. So what I did was I really had to change my skincare routine. I started to use way more moisturizing products, because the thing is with Maskne, your skin, it's like it's getting dry and there's a lot of bacteria, because if you're not washing your mask every single day or throwing it out every time you use it, if you use a disposable one, bacteria is going to build up. It's already like a moist, hot area, dark area. That's like a perfect place for bacteria to grow, to live, to be. So you don't want to like continue to promote that, especially on your skin, because your skin is very sensitive, especially the skin on your face. So not only that, it's like rubbing up against your skin, which is, for me, I think that's what was causing the hyperpigmentation, because I had the mask constantly like rubbing on my skin. And it was so crazy, because now that I look back, when I didn't know what was going on, every acne breakout I had would be like along my cheekbone, which is where, like, because the mask goes around your ear like this, so it'd be like on my cheekbone, and then it'd also be like my lower chin. So I was like really shocked to find out it was Maskne, because it just made so much sense. Anywho though, to get over it, I got a way more moisturizer, which I'm going to show you guys right now. So I started using the Versed Skin Soap Rich Moisture Cream, and this one says it's for super dry skin and aging skin. Yeah, so basically I had got this one because I really liked the packaging, and it made a lot of claims to be super moisturizing, which it was, because my skin really just needed moisture. Like I said, at its worst, when I realized I had acne, it was peeling, it was dry. So at that point, I needed to do everything I could to moisturize my skin. So on top of the new moisturizer, I was also using, and I still do, these steps, because I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but I still do have like a few acne scars, which even that honestly was different for me, because when I would have a breakout, I wouldn't get scars. And I don't say this to say like I never had acne, because this acne can happen to anyone, but it was just really different for me, because it wasn't what I was used to with my skin, which was why I knew something more than just regular acne was happening. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be taking care of your skin and doing everything that you need to do, but if you're still putting on that mask every day and not knowing how to take care of your skin now that you're wearing a mask, you're still gonna get the acne. And that's what I was experiencing this summer. I was doing face masks, I was doing everything I could to get rid of the acne, but it kept coming back because I was still not taking care of my skin in the way that it needs to be taken care of when you're wearing a mask every day. Anywho though, on top of my moisturizer, I was putting Aquaphor, and I would only put Aquaphor in the areas where my skin was really having trouble. So like all the lower chin area, anywhere where there's discoloration, because that's where my skin was super dry. I would recommend either Aquaphor or A&D ointment. And honestly, what led me to using Aquaphor is when I get tattoos and the skin is peeling and really dry. If you have a tattoo, you know what I'm talking about. It's the healing process. I always use Aquaphor on my tattoos, so I knew that it was something that would really help the dryness and the peeling and all that stuff, which it did. I used this for a few days and it just made all the difference. Also, as a tip, if you aren't experiencing Maskne but you want to just prevent it, I would still put some Aquaphor or A&D ointment, like I said, just in the area that you wear your mask. You could like literally like a little peanut size and just rub that into that area of your skin, because it's like prevention. It'll give you like kind of like a little barrier layer of protection, so that when the mask is rubbing up against your skin and things like that, it's not like aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two products I was really using for my Maskne in terms of the dryness and the discoloration. But like I said, I was also experiencing bumps, pimples, etc. So for those things, I was using this as a spot treatment. This is 100% tea tree oil from Trader Joe's. I personally don't really have sensitive skin, so I've just put this like little drops of this on wherever I'm having a pimple as a spot treatment. But it is an essential oil, which is a little bit strong, so if you have sensitive skin, you should dilute it with some water or like a different oil. Whatever facial oil you may use in your skincare routine, you can like add a drop of tea tree oil in there and then put that on your face before going to bed if you're experiencing acne, because that will really help, because tea tree oil will like kill all the extra bacteria and things like that to get your skin back right, because like I said, acne comes from bacteria and dirt and clogged pores and all those things. So the tea tree oil would really help with that. So that's pretty much what I used personally to help my Maskne. And also when it was really bad and my skin was inflamed and red and things like that, I would use plain aloe vera gel. So 100% aloe vera gel. Make sure you're not getting one that's like with a bunch of other fake ingredients and things like that. I honestly would get an aloe vera plant from the supermarket and just cut it open and like rub the gel on my face when my face was at its worst, and that really helps, because that not only helps with the dryness, but it also helps the acne portion of Maskne. The soap I use is Dr. Bronner's. However, I was using that before and after Maskne, so I don't know if that was necessarily something that was helping. But I would really just say change your moisturizers, make sure you're using a good spot treatment, and don't exfoliate. That was something that was different for me because I wash my face with a facial brush, so it exfoliates every time I wash my face. But that was actually contributing to it because my skin was already dry and irritated, and then I'm going on top of it and exfoliating it, which was just like aggravating the shit out of my skin. So if you're exfoliating and you're experiencing Maskne, I would stop. And also don't wear makeup. I was wearing makeup because it's uncomfortable when you have acne and you know you take off your mask and there's like acne and dark spots and things like that. And especially for me, considering the fact that I'm trying to grow my Instagram and grow my YouTube, it's like I don't want to post pictures with like a bunch of pimples or whatever, especially because I wasn't used to that. Like it really caught me off guard. I didn't know what was going on with my skin. Like I was honestly just feeling kind of insecure, so I was just putting makeup on to cover it, but that really wasn't helping the issue. And honestly, if anything, it was just prolonging it. So I definitely would recommend taking a break from makeup, or maybe changing your skincare routine to be something a little less like full coverage. If you're using like a heavy foundation, maybe change to something lighter like a tinted moisturizer or something like that, just to give your skin some time to breathe, give it a break, let it heal. And I'd also say that one huge thing for Maskne is if you're using a reusable mask, you have to wash it every time. And I was personally, this is gonna sound dumb now that I think about it, but I was washing my mask like with my clothes, so I would just put it with like my laundry detergent. But the fragrances and stuff like that that are in my laundry detergent are fine for the clothes that I wear on my body, but for my face I think it was just too much. And I was also washing my mask like every 2 days or something like that, just because I wasn't doing laundry every 5 seconds, and I only had like 2 or 3 reusable masks, so I wasn't switching them out every single day, which could also lead to bacteria, and also that's not really healthy in terms of the pandemic. So if you are using a reusable mask, I would recommend getting multiple, or really staying on top of washing that mask, because that will really contribute to the bacteria and, you know, the irritation of your skin. I personally switched to reusable masks because I just found it easier. They're not too expensive. I'll link the pack that I have down below. I have like 100 pack of reusable masks. It was like $20 for 100 masks, and I just will, every time I go out, I wear a mask, throw it out, wear a mask, throw it out. It's just easier for me. I don't have to worry about washing my mask or anything like that. I would also recommend using a mask that's made out of cotton or something like that, like a more breathable fabric. So that's pretty much all the tips I have in terms of Maskne. So layer up your moisturizers, even your SPF, that'll really help. Make sure you're washing your face before you put on your mask, after, when you come home from taking off your mask, just to get all that bacteria off of your face. If you're wearing a reusable mask, wash it every time you wear it, super frequently as you can, or get a disposable mask and skip the makeup just for a little bit. That's pretty much all the advice I have for Maskne. I'll definitely make sure to link some articles down below because I know it's something that's like really hasn't been talked about. I mean, we've been in this pandemic for a few months, so we've been wearing masks every day for a few months, so I don't think a lot of people probably aren't even aware that they have Maskne. But I just wanted to take the time to show you guys my journey and how I overcame it, just in case you guys are experiencing it too. Definitely let me know if you have any other tips or tricks in the comments to treat Maskne, or if you've heard of it. Give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching today. I think I'm gonna do like a skincare routine, but like a Maskne skincare routine, so like kind of how I take care of my skin now that I'm overcoming Maskne. As you guys can see, I'll give you like a close-up of my skin. It's doing a lot better. I still have hyperpigmentation or acne scars in some areas, but this is my face with like absolutely no makeup on it, and you know, it's growth. It's coming out better. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. I know in time the Maskne will heal itself, and if I keep up with my skincare routine, it's gonna get better. So I'm definitely gonna do a video for you guys showing you my in-depth Maskne skincare routine, but I just wanted to start by informing you guys and giving you guys the tips. Anywho, I'm done rambling. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you guys, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye.